Hi guys, and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing MotoGP 23. Today we're going to be back on the multiplayer scene. This is the live GP. I think it's my 6th video on live GP, maybe 7th, I don't really remember. But it's good to be back online. Now, it has been a while since I've used the MotoGP class within MotoGP 23, so I'm curious to see how well we fare. So far on this lap, it looks to be pretty good. The main competitor in today's video is JMB, is Gucci Gangi. It's hard to say too many times. And of course, JMB did add me as a friend after this one, so I'm hoping to race again with him in the future. Also, DrAce Avasti, I hope I pronounced that right, my friend. He has been inviting me as well to play online on the live GP. So of course, I do try to play these every now and again. Recently when I've tried them, there's been no players, so I'm unable to do a live GP. But this time around, I've recorded a good couple of videos, and I'm looking forward to doing all of the voiceovers for you guys. So yeah, definitely subscribe if you do enjoy the live GP and any of the multiplayer stuff when it comes to MotoGP 23 or even on Ride 5 as well. So with that being said, I'm a little bit sluggish in the MotoGP class, so my usual potential is around a 1:37. Sometimes on a good day I can get into the 1:36s and possibly even the very, very high 1:35s, but I don't think I have got into 1:35s, as maybe I'm telling a lie. So I'm hoping we can put on a good performance here as we just catch up to one of the back marks. I think he's actually just spawned in, so hopefully the guy in 3rd place will move out of the way in a moment so I can continue my lap. I'm on a decent lap. I've got a 1/10 of a second in the pocket against JMP, but it looks like he is not fancying to move, so this could be a little bit of a problem, especially here to the right-hand side. It's giving me some sort of space to try and work our way into the New Holland corner. And hopefully we can reduce the gap to JMB. Oh, a little bit wide there, but across the line we did improve, but not by a massive amount. So let's go again. So the gap has been reduced down to 4.5 tenths of a second, but as you can see, JMB at the top of the screen on the left-hand side, he is about to improve again. He might be going into 1:37 there, so it's down to me to do even better. I feel a little bit better every single lap. I'm getting the confidence again, I'm getting the feeling, so I'm hoping this could be a lap there I really get the skills together and produce something special. So here we go then, onto the right hand side of the tyre. We're going to use the hard front and the soft rear. 2/10 of a second is what the deviation is into the first split. 3/10 of a second temporarily there, but it's just lost a little bit. But if we can be stronger on the TV3, we should be able to... Oh, sliding. Oh no! Never mind, quali over. So quality didn't go as expected, but there is the front row. JMB on front row on the pole, myself in 2nd, and then of course my friend there, the Indian friend of mine, DrAce Avasti in 3rd on board the Aprilia, also rocking the number 47. So we've got quite a few riders in this one. Interesting to see how this one progresses. My only goal here is to get the great start and dash off into the distance. It's something I'm pretty good at doing here in MotoGP 23, so let's see if I can make that happen in today's video. So here we are then, guys, starting from 2nd place. We wait for the red lights to go out. This is a long wait for the lights here in Catalunya, and away we go. Oh, it's a good launch. Oh, it's a brilliant launch, as a matter of fact, but the Indian to the right-hand side there, DrAce, is pushing on board the Aprilia, so into turn 1. Let's hope that no one takes me out from behind. We're pretty good so far, cleanly done into the first corner, 2nd corner, good enough. 4/10 of a second advantage going into turn 3, but we must be careful of JMB is Gucci Gangi. No doubt he's going to have the speed. We've seen him in qualifying, he was much quicker than I was, so I'm guessing he'll catch me up at some point, as long as he stays out of harm's way. 6/10, oh, he's gone down! Can you believe it? Look at that for timing, 6/10 of a second in the pocket, and unfortunately he's gone down. Oh, I'm running deep. Oh, steady. Can't be looking too much at the gap here. I just need to focus on my own riding. Not interested in the gap on the left-hand side of the screen. I get carried away. I get distracted a lot when I play these games, and that's one of the problems. Certainly looking at the timing screen, having a look at the gaps behind. But that's a disaster. I don't know if he was taken out or if it was a crash of his own, but he was up into 2nd place. That has left him in a difficult situation. So my plan is now to execute the rest of the plan. So my initial plan was to get the launch, get into 1st place, get the whole shot, and lead the race. And it looks like we've done that so far. So the next plan of the next court of order is to stay in power setting 2 as long as we can, and hold on to this lead. I don't want to be abusing power setting 3 if we can save it for later, because I still think he was much quicker than I was. But, oh no, my Indian friend has gone down now, unfortunately, so he has now dropped to, I think he's still in second for now, but JMB is now, yes, he has inherited second place, but he is 6 seconds behind, or close enough to. So, can he pull back that much of an advantage every lap? I wasn't that far behind in the qualifying. Of course, I didn't actually set my fastest lap when I crashed into turn 6. But so far, so good. This is what we wanted. Power setting 2 engaged. Everything else seems to be pretty solid on board the Gresini Ducati. And we're still 5.5 seconds ahead of JMB. It is dropping a little bit, so if it gets beneath 5, then maybe I can be a little bit concerned. But I don't think I should. With such an advantage, I don't think he's going to pull back time that's really going to decimate my lead. So let's just stay focused, let's stay confident, and let's see what we can produce. Good entry into the TV3 corner. And with the hard front and the medium rear, so these tyres will certainly last the distance. And quick apologies for my voice in this one. I'm still suffering from a bit of a cold, so yeah, the voice is not quite as clear and coherent as it usually is. And my throat is killing me, so I do apologise if it sounds a bit croaky and awful. But anyway, into 11 and then into turn 12. 5.5 seconds is the gap. This one could possibly be smooth sailing. And I think I'll take it. It's been a while since I've done a live GP race, and the last live GP race I did, where we had that idiot of a cheater. So, well, I came up second best in that one due to the cheater. I don't fancy coming up second best again. It's natural to finish second, of course, but if I can avoid it, I want to try and win, just like everybody else wants to do. But of course, guys, as I mentioned earlier, I will try and do more live GP races, so let me know in the comment section down below if this is your preference. If you want to see live GP, definitely let me know. Just even comment down below, just live GP, and I'll try and do a lot more races for you guys as well. Not always get the chance, but when I do get the chance, I'll be sure to try and record as many as I possibly can. But the gap is stagnant for now. It's stable. Status quo. 5.5 seconds it is on lap 3 of 8. Now, I will say the track conditions are pretty good so far. Ooh, careful! Steady going into the left-hand side of the Repsol corner. I don't know why I'm pushing so much into the 5th corner. That's where mistakes happen. But for the tyre options I went for, hard front, medium rear, I don't think I probably needed it because the weather's relatively cold. So I may have gotten away with a softer tyre. But honestly, I'm quite happy with the decision we made to go for the hard front and medium. No. Ladies and gentlemen, we have rain. Oh, I did not see this coming. I did not foresee this. Oh, and JMB has gone down again. That's going to be extremely costly. So the rain has come down. We're going to have a flag-to-flag situation here, ladies and gentlemen. The last time we had one of these was in the Saxon ring, and that was pretty intense. Ooh, this does make things interesting. Here's me thinking of a nice, smooth journey to the end of this video, but oh no. Things have changed yet again. We have wet weather now. The rain has really decided to bucket it down. The white flags are out, and players are now allowed to go into the pits to change bikes. But I think it's too early yet. I don't think it's necessary to really jump in. But oh, the two Aprilias have already gone in. They were in immediately. Wow, they really didn't like the situation with the wet tires. Wet track with dry tires. But at this stage, clearly the slicks are going to be faster. That's a big gamble from them, unless they're expecting the rain to absolutely plummet it down. But at that point, I think the race would just be red flagged anyway. Goodness me, I was not expecting that. Everyone has stayed out bar me. There's no point in going in yet. I think realistic. Oh, a little bit difficult going into the 5th corner. All right, it's slippy there. It's definitely slippy there. I mean, I've been struggling there all from the qualifying and now the race as well. But into the TV3, still going in quite nicely there. So it's now a 48-second advantage, going up to 50 seconds. I don't know whether that's the right decision from them, but then again, I don't know if I've made the right decision to stay out. Not like I had the option. I was so far ahead that by the time the white flags came out, it was too late for me to enter the pits. But I'm only losing 1.6 seconds. I would say, until we start losing 4 seconds a lap, there's no need to go into the pits. Oh, it is getting slippy though. But I don't see a point in going in the pits yet. 50 seconds ahead. I don't see a point. 3 seconds is the difference now. Possibly do need to, but no, I'm going to go with my gut instinct. I'm staying out. I'm going with a gut feeling. Down by 4 seconds almost on this lap. There's no way they can be gaining 4 seconds a lap on me yet. We've got to keep on going here. But if we crash, this could be a disaster. I cannot afford to allow those tyres to get cold. I'm going to have to really pay attention now to the tyres, because if they get cold, that's when the mistakes are going to really happen. We're losing a second in the first split, but we're still gaining time on JMB. Oh, questions and no answers, guys and gals. Deary me, this is going to be challenging. We've still got the hard front, the medium rear, not tyres I would want to choose for a situation like this. But with 4 laps remaining, can't afford to make too many gambles. 3.5 seconds it is now. We have lost a lot of time here, but we're still gaining time on JMB. So far, I think this was the right decision. Or the Chinese writing has got the long lap penalty down there in 5th place. He's #1 world champion apparently, so fair play to the rider in 5th. Gap is still 53.5 seconds, so we're actually matching each other's time into the splits here. But we're losing 6 seconds a lap. Oh, this is a difficult decision now. It's getting really difficult to turn the motorcycle now. The Ducati just wanting to turn but cannot. We're going to have to go in. This is too difficult. I can't turn. Pushing, and I'm being really gentle on the acceleration here. Gap's down to 53.7 seconds. Yeah, okay, let's go in. I can't do this anymore. The tyres are getting really cold as well. Oh, the other riders have crashed. That's a good sign. And now into the pits we go. So this is it. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make this a smooth change. We're going to be losing a lot of time here, so really curious to see what happens here. How much time will we lose in this pit? JMB, currently in 2nd place, is just coming out of the TV3, and now he's on his way to Lacaisha. So he's going to cross the split now for the 3rd sector, and now he's into Lacaisha for turn 10. We're getting off our motorcycle and getting onto package B. This is the 2nd bike, of course. We're still in the lead by around 55 seconds. I don't think the calculations really kicked in yet. Let's keep an eye on that. He's just coming into the... I think we're good. I think we've nailed this. We're still 55 seconds ahead. I don't think it will be once we start moving. Oh, goodness me. The brakes are so cold. Couldn't even get the bike. Stop them for a second. So, okay. Let's try again. We're losing... Alright, we're losing a lot of time now. We're down to 42 seconds. Down to 30 seconds. Down to 25 seconds. Down to 20 seconds. It's stabilised. Ladies and gentlemen, it's stabilised. We're 19 seconds ahead. Oh, and he's gone down again for the 3rd or 4th time this race. That should be it. That should be curtains. He was much quicker than me in the dry, in the qualifying. But it looks like we're going to get the job done here. Beautifully done. Here into the Repsol corner. Doing better into the Repsol corner on the wet than I was in the dry, as a matter of fact. I think the job is done. Still stay with power setting 2 for now. I don't see the point in changing to the 3rd power option. Because too much power now will just get the rear tyres spinning in the wet, and I don't think it's really something I want to be doing. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we should be looking at a 3rd or 4th live GP victory. I don't really remember now. There was 1 live GP race, or maybe 2, that I didn't record because it was just a domination. A lot of other riders were just crashing into each other and just messing them out, so I didn't bother making those. And I've just noticed my electronics aren't right. Maybe that was just a glitch, a visual glitch, but the bike felt really difficult to move there, so I managed to fix it. Or at least I've gone too far now. I've put the TCS down to 3, and to exhaust down to 3 with engine brake at 4, so I'll keep traction control as it is, but anti-wheelie and EBS will be going up to 4. I'm not having a very good display in the wet conditions. I do believe the next race is coming up is the Red Bull Ring of Austria, and that's also in full wet conditions, so let's see how that gets on in the next video coming this week. So this is the penultimate lap, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, the last lap was nothing to be excited about, as the rider in the last place has now got 2 long lap penalties. I mean, at that point, do you even take the penalty? You're so far behind. I mean, I would, because I think it's great practice to do the long lap penalties, because it makes sense. It's difficult to do some of them, especially the one here in Catalunya. If you cast your minds back to a previous episode where I was unfairly given a long lap penalty for pretty much nothing, I went into that corner, and on the left-hand side, as you go into the left-hander, the bikes just do not move. So it's certainly a practice opportunity for the rider in last place. Now, I think he's the rider, the number 32 on the KTM. He's got some sort of penalty, but doesn't it say exactly what? Does that just mean one long lap penalty? I'm not entirely sure. And there is a 100k blade. The ace, of course. He gets to watch the final part of this video. Spoiler alert for today's video, of course. Or tomorrow's video, whenever I upload it. So, yeah. I think he'll see the result before watching the video. But into Lakaisha then. Ooh, steady on with the downshift. Not necessary to go down to first gear there in the wet conditions. The gap is still stable at 24 seconds. But I will be honest, I feel incredibly slow right now. I don't feel like I'm anywhere near as good as what I could be in the wet conditions. Just struggling to turn the bike, not having much feeling. I think that's a problem when you do so many races in the dry, and then when a wet weather situation comes up, you're just not that confident. And I would say that's how I am right now, but this is the final lap, ladies and gentlemen. We're 24 seconds up the road. Use a bit of power setting 3 for the long straight, and then we'll swap back down to power setting 2 for the rest of the lap, I would imagine, because I really don't think I'm going to improve any lap times here with third or first or second power setting options. So now into the right hand side. I've never seen that before. 4, count them, 4 long lap penalties for the rider in last place. I mean, at that point you have just officially given up. Wow, 4 long lap penalties. I mean, how do you even do that? Just, I guess cutting corners, I guess, would make sense, but I don't think you can cut any of the corners here in the in Le Mans. Excuse me, what am I on about? Catalunya. I don't even see a corner you can do it, unless you just consistently abuse the track limits. I don't know, and I guess I don't care either, and I'm guessing you guys don't either as well. Someone who's probably not playing the game properly. Well, up to 25 seconds is the advantage. We put on a show here today. I've really enjoyed this one. I didn't think it would come easy, and it hasn't come easy. Oh, I'm not going to disrespect our opponents there. I think he was just a little bit unfortunate to be taken out at the beginning, I think. And then from there, I think he had to really dig deep and just try and push to be competitive in this one. So fair play to JMB. I have enjoyed racing with him. He was by far the superior one in the qualifying. But our racecraft, for now, has kept us at the top. I'm sure we'll have a rematch very, very soon. And of course, shout out to DrAce Avasti, the number 47, of course, for also joining this race. He'll be finishing in 4th place. And there is the Honda. Mr. 4 times long lap penalties. Is he trying to get in my way to hit me? Either way, it doesn't really matter because I've won the race. So, guys, thanks for watching the video. I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, let me know in the comments section down below. And I'll see you tomorrow for more DrAce videos. Ciao for now. Oh, hi. Didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite set your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.